Hey y'all, how's it going? Okay, so with those summer temperatures just ramping up, I wanted to show you two of our favorite icebox cakes. Okay, so this is gonna be for the first one. See this, coconut. This is gonna be for the second one. All right, let's do this. Okay, so first you're gonna just make this bad boy just like the back of the box says. You can substitute the oil out for applesauce. That's usually what I do. Makes it a little healthier. We're gonna mix up the cake mix. So we're just gonna take the cake mix and do it just like the box says. Okay, we're gonna add a cup of water. Okay, a 1/4 cup of applesauce. If you're substituting applesauce, make sure you do half and half because you do want to add a little oil. And then a 1/4 of a cup of the oil. Okay, 3 eggs. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and you're gonna whip that cake up really well. Our oven heating to what the box says, which is heat to 350. That's what our oven's heating to. So you're gonna pour that cake mix in a 10 by 13. Okay, after you get that cake done and in the pan, you're gonna pop that bad boy in the oven. This is one of my favorite cakes. It's very good. Every time I make this, people ask for the recipe because it's just that good, guys. Hi. So now we're gonna mix this. So this is the secret ingredient to this cake. It is Coco Lopez, okay? So you're gonna take this and you're gonna take this and we're gonna mix these two together and it creates this magic, y'all. I'm not playing, watch this. I love that these are pull tabs and you don't have to, so here's something funny. You don't have to use a can opener. So see this? Check that out, look at that. It's like this oil, but once you break it, watch. There's like this liquid inside there. It looks kind of crazy, I know. It really does. It looks like this paste, but watch. I forget that this spatula is just too big to get in there. Here we go. And be careful when you stick it in there because the juice will come out and just get all over you. And the juice is the lovely deliciousness. Okay, get it all out. Okay, see that? Check this out. See that? That's like the oil, this right here, and you want to just mix this. This is all out of that same can. Just mix it up until it's like creamy. And if you just taste the wax, it's pretty gross. But if you mix it all together and then give it a taste, if you love coconut, you're gonna love this. And for those of you guys who like to have those frozen pina coladas in the summertime, you probably know already about this mix. It's one of my favorite drinks. Then you're gonna open up that can of condensed sweetened milk. And you're gonna add that to the stuff. All right, get all that goodness out of there because that's gonna sweeten it even more. Okay. You guys, I'm telling you, this cake, if you don't like coconut though, you are not gonna like this cake. But if you like coconut, you're gonna be in love. Okay, after you get that in there, you're gonna mix that all up. Mix it together. And it's gonna create like almost like a vanilla pudding in the beginning stages when you start whipping it. All right, there it is, y'all. Look at that. Okay, now put this in the ice box until your until your cake is done, and then I'll show you what to do with this deliciousness. Okay guys, cake is out of the oven. I always take this. It's about the size of a ring finger, okay? And what you want to do is you're just gonna poke holes in the cake, okay? So go ahead and poke you some holes in there. And you want to do this, let it cool for about 5 minutes, and then do this because it's important that this happens before the cake completely cools. Okay, so now I've got holes. Let me show you guys. I have holes like this, just all in my cake, okay? My pot holder went away. All right, now I'm gonna get that mixture we did. Remember guys, this mixture is in the ice box while our cake cooked. Okay, now we're gonna just take this and we're gonna pour it all over this cake. We wanna get it all over those hoes. Get those hoes filled, y'all. Okay. Okay. And then just get every little last bit because this really does make the cake so good. All right. I would keep it in the ice box for about 2 hours, okay? Let it get real nice and cool. All right, so the cake has been in the ice box. Okay, this is the coconut cake. Now you're gonna take, and I've got the big deal of whipped cream here. We're gonna put half of it on the cake. Okay, we're gonna just spread it out. You can put more if you want more. I always just use half. And now here's the thing with this. I'm not gonna do it because it's weird. I love coconut, but I don't really like the flake coconut. But my wife and my kids love it when I take the flake coconut and put it on top of this, and it just makes it really pretty too. But I'm not gonna do that, so you guys can do it if you want. It just adds a little extra coconut. And that's it, y'all. Cake is done, okay? Now let me show you what it looks like. You guys, look at this. Do you see how juicy that looks? It is the best thing in the world. You will love it. Look at that. Oh yeah. Okay. That is where it's at, you guys. A jello poke cake. Here we go. First, you can just follow the instructions on the back of the cake box. All right, y'all, so cake mix. Okay, 1 cup of water. 1/4 cup of oil because we're substituting the other 1/4 cup out for applesauce. Applesauce. 3 eggs, guys. Add your 3 eggs. Okay, mix that all up really, really well. Spray your pan. Okay. And put your cake in the pan. Okay, after you get that done, you're just gonna pop that bad boy in the oven. Okay, here's our cake fresh out of the oven. We're gonna poke some holes in it, okay? So I'm using this funny guy this time. So just poke holes into the cake. Make sure that they're kind of even. Okay, there's all my holes in the cake. Okay, see that? Some of them are really good holes. Okay, now we're gonna get the jello going. We have a pot of water. It's literally 1 cup of water, and we're gonna bring this cup to a boil. And then I have a cold cup right here that we're gonna add in there. And it is the 1 box of jello. Well, let me show you the actual jello box. 1 box of jello, y'all. It's the 6 ounces, okay? So this is the bigger box. The directions on this say 2 cups of boiling water, 2 cups of cold water, but that is not what you're gonna do, okay? We are going to only use 1 cup of boiling water and then 1 cup of cold water, okay? Get that water boiling. Okay guys, the water is boiling, so we're gonna add our stuff. Now listen, this jello, if y'all have made jello, you know me using half the water, it's gonna set really fast. So it's really important to do this kind of quick. So mix that up real good. Mix it until it's completely dissolved. Turn the heat off. Add the cold water. Mix. Okay. Here's the fun part, y'all. Get your jello and you're gonna pour it all over your cake. Try to get it in all the holes. Okay. Now that seems like a lot of jello. I mean, and I guess it is, but y'all, it does like this amazing thing with this cake. It makes it so good. So after that happens, just stick it in the icebox and we're gonna let this cake cool for 2 hours. Okay guys, now we have the jello poke. Here it is. It's been set up in the icebox for a couple hours. You want it to get nice and chilled. And then I'm using half of a container of the big one of the whipped topping. You can put however much on it you want. You don't have to, you can use more or you can use less, whatever you choose to do. These are a fun 4th of July cake. I should have done it for the 4th and showed you. You can cut strawberries and put blueberries on it and it just adds that extra little pizzazz. Okay. Once you get that done, it's done, y'all. Okay, now I'm gonna cut a piece and show you guys. Y'all, this is really, really a good cake. Look at that, isn't that pretty? It's really, really pretty, y'all. And then here you go, look.